Hey, what's up guys? It's Max. Welcome to another rant/tactical video. This week, I want to show you how to find the hottest zip codes in your market. Now, why is this important? Because when you're deploying your marketing strategies, you want to know exactly where to deploy them at. And the reason why you do that, so you don't spend your money all over the county, or you can make a particular zip codes that are hot. So for example, if you're putting out bandit signs, you're gonna want to put out bandit signs in these hottest zip codes that I'm about to show you. If you are doing mailing, you want to mail in these hottest zip codes that we're going to look up. Now this is very important so you can be hyper focused on the market or the area that is going to bring you the most return on investment and is the most active / flipping type properties, because where your buyers are buying is where you need to find supply at. So I'm going to show you from my computer exactly how we can deploy into any market pretty quickly and know where the hottest areas / zip codes, and then what you can do with these zip codes after you find them and how to make the best use out of this tool. A lot of people have been asking me this. I see a lot about it in the Facebook group. So I'm gonna do a video, even though there's other videos out there, I'm gonna put it on my channel so you know exactly how to find the hottest zip codes so you can serve your buyers the best. All right, so let's go over to my computer. Hey, what's up everyone? Now we're over here on my computer. I'm showing you my desktop here. What you're going to first have to do is create a list source account. You can do that by simply signing up, but now that you're in the account, what we're going to do is click on create your own, right? And it's going to take us to this screen here. Now what we're going to deal with is a county, right? You guys can do city or whatever, but I'm going to randomly pick, let's just say Texas, and I'm going to go into Dallas County. Okay. Now it's telling me there is 604,000 units or houses or whatever. So that's relative to whatever market you're in. Okay, so now that we've picked the county, we want to go over to property. And in this here, we're going to select property type. It's important to select the type of property that you are looking for. Okay. So I'm going to select townhomes, duplexes, and triplexes. I'm going to add it to the column over there. I'm also going to do quads, as in fourplexes, and single family residence. Now you can change this to whatever you want to. Some people add condominiums, but that's pretty much the maximum of kind of what I would add to my system. Okay. And now once you've got that selected, I'm actually going to click on property type. Sorry, I'm going to click on equity percentage. Okay. And I'm going to go here in this custom box and I'm going to type 99 and then go to the next box, type 100. What this basically is doing is having the system search for everything that has 100% equity in it. Okay. So that's one. That's the other one. And now I'm going to go into last market sale date. Now why this is important is because we want to grab the most recent 12 months worth of transactions. So you see this button down here, I'm going to click last 12 months and then I'm going to click add. Okay, that narrowed it down to almost 6,000 transactions that have happened in the last 12 months that were all cash. Okay, so you kind of understand what we're doing. First thing we did was property type. Second we did was last market sale date, and equity percentage was the second one we did because we want to find something that has 100% equity, and then last market sale date. Okay, those three things are important. Now what's even more important, let's go over to options tab over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to click on absentee owned only. And the reason why that's important is because if a person just bought a house within the last 12 months and their mailing address is not the same as the house, they're considered absentee, and that's how this triggered. So somebody just bought a house in the last 12 months and they're not living in it, makes them an absentee. Include in-state and out-of-state owners? Sure. We want to exclude trustees because there's no way as of right now to look up the trustee information because trustee information is not recorded anywhere. And then you can click no preference on corporate owned properties because we do want to know the LLCs that are buying. And what I like to do is click both mailing and property address complete. Okay. Now what that does, I'm going to click there. Now that's pretty much our entire thing. So we started off with 750,000 units, 725,000 units, and we narrowed it all the way down. Now we have 5,043. Now you're going to click purchase list. Now here's a trick. We're actually not going to purchase this list. So this is the important part. If you were to purchase this list, which I do recommend at a later time because it's going to give you who the buyers are, that's my cost. I have a special account that makes things a little bit cheaper because of the volume that I buy. So that's what I would do there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on purchase partial list right there. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on custom selection, group properties by zip code. Okay. It's going to process the request. Okay, and what you're going to do here is export the list. Now you want to email this to yourself. Okay, and you're going to click submit. Now I'm going to go get this email, so give me a second. All right guys, so now that I have this list, what I want to do is drag it over here on the screen so you guys can see it, make it large. And these are the zip codes in the Dallas County. Now what I'm going to do is highlight this column, these rows here, from the first zip code all the way down to the last zip code. And I'm going to click sort over here from largest to smallest. And yes, I do want it to expand the selection, so that means it won't unorganize the columns. Click sort. Try that again. Largest to smallest. Okay, there we go. So I did it that time. So I'm going to highlight some things here so you can see what I'm looking at. Now, whatever method you have, that's fine, but what you're looking at here is the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So these are top 21 zip codes. As you can see, zip code number here has 234 cash transactions in the last 12 months. Now, what I would do is I would come over to Google Maps and I would put that zip code in here and it would show me what area that is and it would be highlighted. Okay, so it's now showing me this area is the hottest, most cash transactions in the last 12 months. That lets you know this area here is growing, expanding, a lot of flipping, a lot of investors going on in this area. So the reason why I tell you this is because as an investor, as a wholesaler, I'm going to hyper focus my marketing on that area along with the other areas in the other zip codes that we talked about. So for example, zip codes 75149, I would also search, and all these other zip codes here, because if I had a guy going out and putting out bandit signs for me, I would have him focus in this zip code. As you can see, the main streets and areas, and so on and so forth. You see all the information here. Now, let's go back to this here. I would purchase this list if it was, if you could afford to do it at the moment. And I would then, it would give you information on who the buyer was. You can skip trace these buyers. You can reach out to the LLCs from the Secretary of State website to see who owns it. But it's a very hyper-focused way of finding the hottest market and growing your buyers list instantaneously by finding out who these people are that bought houses in the last 12 months. Once you skip trace the buyers, pick up the phone, make phone calls, you should have a buyer script that you talk to buyers with, and basically they're not going to be rude as long as you're informative and seem like you know what you're talking about. Hey, my name is Max. I'm a real estate investor / wholesaler in the area, and I come across properties all the time. And I see that you've bought a property here in the 27 or 75, 216 area in the last 12 months. Would you like to be added to our list? And when we have something come up that in that area, would you like to just receive a text message or email from us? Most of them are going to say yes, because it costs them absolutely nothing to see the data that you're going to give them. And that's pretty much it and simple. And the reason why we do this and how we do this to get the best areas and build your buyers list instantaneously. All right, guys, so that is exactly how I find the hottest zip codes when I go into any market, anywhere across the country, using this simple tool. And the great thing, it's absolutely free. ListSource is a good place to get lists from, and it's also a good place to find the hottest zip codes. Also, if you've been watching this video so far and you've learned something, please give me a thumbs up, please hit the bell, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, if you're coming to the Wholesaling Elite Live event, which is October 12th to the 14th, go into the App Store, download the event app. It's called Wholesaling Elite Live. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.